Hi guys, today we've come up to Sheldon's Marsh. Sheldon's Marsh is kind of interesting because there's three kinds of hikes you can take here. You can hike a normal trail, you can hike a beach, or you can hike an old road. Now the old road is actually the old entrance to Cedar Point that was used up until 1919. In 1919 there was a big storm that washed out the road and they quit using this. But the road is still here and it's still maintained, so it's a nice place to take a hike on a wet, muddy day, or it's a nice place for a handicap accessible hike also. Sheldon's Marsh, it has a local connection to Greenwich. Sheldon's Marsh was founded by Dean Sheldon Sr. Dean Sheldon Jr., his son, lived just south of Greenwich. He passed away. His wife, Carol Sheldon, still lives just south of Greenwich. Now here at Sheldon's Marsh, there are some native chestnut trees you can find. I've seen them, but I don't know if I could find one today. I was with a ranger when I saw it before. But the state has planted a couple chestnut trees in memory of Dean Sheldon, who was very involved out here, even though his father donated the land to the state many years ago. So Sheldon's Marsh has several platforms or just areas you can go up to the edge of the marsh and look out into. Now this is really part of Lake Erie. We're going to walk up right beside Lake Erie. On a lot of days you can see a lot of wildlife. There'll be ducks and geese and turtles, and sometimes you see muskrats or mink. Once in a great while even a beaver. I hope to show you a beaver hut and dam here in a minute when we get back to that part. So just a lot of interesting things you can see here. Sheldon's Marsh is right beside Lake Erie. So as you can see behind me, there's Lake Erie. So part of Sheldon's Marsh is a long beach. You can walk along the beach and find shells and interesting things that wash up on the shore. And an interesting thing about Sheldon's Marsh is it's right beside a golf course. So if you come up here at certain times of year, you can even find golf balls that wash up on the beach. And then if you're a golfer, you'll have some more golf balls. At Sheldon's Marsh, there's a short boardwalk. This boardwalk, it goes across a wet area. And what it does is it connects the old Cedar Point Road to a nice beach that you can go walk on. So a lot of times up along Lake Erie, people find this object and it looks kind of strange and they wonder what it is. What it is, it's a flower head from last fall. It's a flower that grows with lily pads called a lotus. It's a yellow or white flower that's pretty big in size. And in the fall when the flower dies back, the base has a lot of cellulose in it. So it's slow to decay, so eventually the stems break off in the water and these float around and wash up on shore, and a lot of people find them. Some people use them for decorations, so I thought I'd point that out. Okay, so we found a few trees that beavers have chewed down. These are not super recent, looks like maybe back in the winter. If you look closely, you can see wood chips on the ground where the beavers have chewed off the trees. When the beavers chew down a tree and it falls, if some of the limbs get caught in other limbs, the beavers will just chew these limbs off and leave them behind and drag the rest of the tree to the water. As you can see, beavers take down some pretty big trees. Okay, gonna hide a rock today. So this one has Leah Lauderman on it. Happy birthday, Leah, May 2nd. We're gonna hide this in your honor. Well, I hope you enjoyed our trip to Sheldon's Marsh. As you can see, there are many interesting things there for you to see.